Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up. Click the bell icon at the top of the page to get notified when I post a new video. Universal Channeling. Channeling the Conscious Universe. Mike Quinsey, Channeling His Higher Self, October 22, 2021. The changes are coming more quickly than ever as new technologies have taken a massive leap forwards. Changes that have been held in check waiting for the right time for them to be introduced are now being released. In a few short years you will have directly benefited from some of them, and slowly but surely your quality of life will have greatly improved. It is of course relative to your existing levels of achievement, and in the long run there will be a leveling up. It is now the appropriate time to give you the advantages of new ideas that will propel you into the new age. There are many who are ready to adapt to a new way of living that makes life a lot easier, and so it will continue in a new era where you have sufficient time to follow your own desires. A whole new vista is opening up for you, and much of the old has no place in it. So once again we ask you to forget what you were used to previously, and accept the new as it comes along. We put it to you this way because if too many of you continue to hold on to the old way of life, it will delay the introduction of the many changes that await you. We realize that many of you are going through traumatic times, and it is inevitable as you break away from the old way of life. We are not implying it was inadequate as it was appropriate for the period you were in, but there is much that could be improved, and it will be in the near future. You will find that the emphasis in future messages will be on compassion and the giving of love to others more freely. There are so many souls in a state of uncertainty about the future as all around them everything seems to be falling apart. In a material age when abundance should have covered everyone's needs, you are suddenly experiencing all manners of shortages and problems that are making life intolerable for so many. Do not despair, as out of the gloom will come signs of a new way of approaching them that will overcome the disruption to your lives. It is a matter of keeping calm, knowing that even now there are beings helping you to overcome the difficulties you face. Certainly the problems you have faced have brought out the best in many people, and there is now a genuine desire to help others through this period. It is human nature to want to help those in need by showing compassion and understanding. The lead should come from those at the top who have a tendency to be slow to act, even when faced with the consequences of not taking action. The younger generations can understand the predicament you are in, and are demonstrating to draw attention to the need for quick action. It really is time for countries to come together and form a united front to tackle the problems that confront you. Now is an ideal time to set up a group who can evaluate what is being done, and has the authority to mobilize the necessary forces that can prevent matters getting out of hand. There has to be some urgency felt to deal with earth changes, that if allowed to run wild will be an uncontrollable disaster. It is known that the changes are speeding up and it calls for prompt action. If you approach it in the correct way we can help you, but you must first make the effort. Approach it the right way and the threat to earth can be controlled and lessen the degree of damage experienced by you. No one can stop the eventual ascension of those souls who have lifted up their vibrations and have earned the right to move into the higher dimensions. We on the other side of the veil know how much effort has gone into such an achievement, and you will reap the benefits of it. After many failed attempts to do so, you have crossed the barrier and many welcome changes await you. By now, you should know your true potential, and as long as you keep looking ahead you will see so many changes coming that will completely change your way of life. The flood of immigrants will continue and gives you an opportunity to help those in desperate need of love and compassion to lift their faith in humankind. Many have had an intolerable time without the necessities of life and look to others to rescue them from their plight. They risk their lives, and often that of their children, to find a new life that offers an opportunity to live without fear, and the opportunity to make a new life for themselves. See them as your brothers and sisters entitled to the basic necessities of life and to be able to live in peace and without fear. These times are a test of your compassion for those souls who often live in squalor and conditions you would not expect your animals to have. You may feel that it is karma, and to a degree that is true, but could you ignore their plight when it is apparent they have been kept down for eons of time? Mankind has to open the doors of welcome and help bring better standards of living to all people. It is possible if you put your minds to it, and the sooner the better before conditions worsen. You have weather changes and geographical changes that will demand prompt attention if you are to cope with them. Mankind has all the resources he needs to deal with what is coming, and preparations should start now before they become a matter of urgency. Be assured that once you start to prepare for the future we will come into the picture and are allowed to give you help without infringing your free will. We see further ahead than you do, and our sense of urgency is in the knowing that you need to prepare for the future now and not wait until it is too late. You have the resources and know-how, but it requires a worldwide response, so perhaps you might consider a world government is called for. However, it would not be an opening for the Illuminati, although it was in their plans for world control. Big problems require big answers, and those facing you need the best minds working together on behalf of mankind. Show willing and you will be surprised at how quickly matters can be dealt with. I leave you with love and blessings, and may the light brighten your days and path to completion. This message comes through my higher self, my God self, and every soul has the same connection to God. In love and light. Mike Quinsey. Website, treeofthegoldenlight.com.